Shalom, shalom. What's going on? What's going on? We like to reserve our United States constitutional rights, freedom of speech, Declaration of Independence. What's up, fellas? What's up? What's the deal? Hold up. Let me see who we got. Let me see something. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let me see something. Gotta see, open up the chat. Yep. Peace, peace. What's up? Do declaratory judgments work? Well, I'll get to that, my brother. What are you declaring? You know what I mean? What's going on, brother Marcus in the house? What's up? What's up? Peace. Hold on a second, y'all. Give me like 3 minutes. Six watching. Give me 3 minutes. We finna go on. Man, I'm finna go in. Hold up. Let me see. Let me Let me go get my other phone. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. On Mother's Day. Gonna go live on Mother's Day. For all these motherfuckers. You know what I mean?
Peace, peace.
Peace, peace, peace.
What's my volume like?
Oh, it's perfect, my brother. It's perfect. We got 2 more minutes to everybody get in. We're gonna start at 6:05.
Awesome.
It's a church in session, you know what I mean? We're gonna have church, you know what I mean? We finna show y'all how not to be finessed out your money no more with these hoes.
Damn, how many people we got in here?
Uh, I
Like
think
7?
I think 7. Good little amount. 7. Hold on, let me see something.
Got Christopher Lane, Big Play Visual, DCN, Albert Hicks, Annie Eater, Nathan Giles, or something like that.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir. 8
Hey, share this. If you're on Facebook, share this with your friends. You know what I'm saying? Give it a thumbs up.
Hell yeah. Christopher Lane in this bitch. You know what I mean? We finna get boy. We finna I'm finna talk some shit today. Make sure y'all don't be having look, I'm gonna tell y'all something about Mother's Day. I'm gonna give you 6:05. 6:05. We finna go live. Y'all finna say, God damn, hey, and this shit coming from the young cat Kish too. You know what I mean? Shouts out to everybody, man. Everybody in this chat room, peace and love. You know what I mean? Okay, 6:05. Let's get it started. We like to reserve our United States constitutional rights, freedom of speech, and everything that rides with it. Even the Declaration of Independence, all that, our unknown, all that shit. You know what I mean? Now,
Mm-hmm.
JC and this motherfucker, what's up? Uh, Mother Day, Mother's Day, Mother's Day.
Mother.
Let me tell y'all something. How the hell these bitches gonna be asking for money and they get child support every month and every week? Why the
Wow.
fuck we gotta award these bitches for a day to be disgusting and bad? Huh?
Mm,
Why we gonna pay a woman homage to shit that she was born to do? Huh?
thank you.
Why we gonna do that? Why we gonna keep following the folly and the foolishness? Mother's Day. Let me tell y'all something about Mother's Day. Mother's Day should be a day that she thanking you for being her son. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
That's what Mother's Day should be. that she has a warrior. She gave birth to a warrior, not life, because our daddies gave us life.
Mm.
Okay. Y'all seen the post we put up last time, right?
Mhm.
See, a woman gives birth, but we give her life to carry and birth us. Okay. Real talk. Mother's Day. How you gonna be a mother and you out here twerking? If you get on the internet, fellas, you got women breastfeeding at a high level now, since we've been calling them out all they musty titties asses. They trying on motherfucking bikinis. You know what I mean? They twerking, shaking their ass. You know what I mean? You seeing all these damn feminist stores about to close, even more Victoria's Secrets. Look, fellas, don't fall for it no more. Build. Your mama's supposed to be supporting you and helping you build. This is what Mother's Day is about. A mother is supporting her children and taking care of her children, not us taking care of her, because you got these old pussy ass niggas in the NFL, NBA. The first thing they do, I'm gonna buy my mama a house.
Mhm.
Nigga, your mama should have been had the house. Your mama should have fucked a nigga who has shit to offer you and not bring us into fucking poverty. Most of our parents brought us in this world off of a one night stand fuck, a drink one night. Let's just keep it honest, just keep it real. We probably I came
Yeah.
from a two-parent home, you know what I mean? But still, they was out partying and shit.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Let's keep this shit all the way 100. Mother's Day is for here for her to support us, not us support her for giving us birth. Birth ain't shit. I can birth a turd. I give birth to shit every day. I give birth to talk to diarrhea and constipation. You give birth too. You know what I mean? Shit. She done did one thing on this planet and she want to be congratulating for getting a penis stuck up inside her. Man, get the fuck out of here, man.
Ooh.
Get the fuck out of here. She she want to be celebrated for getting a penis impregnated inside her busted up balls and call it Murder's Day. Okay?
You don't see no other animal on this earth, no other plant, tree celebrating some stupid ass shit like that.
Right. You don't see the animals, you don't see the kings and the animals in the animal kingdom up there talking about some goddamn Mother's Day. That look, that line said, bitch, you better get out here and get my goddamn food and feed me so I can protect y'all stinking raggedy pussy ass and you and these old badass children.
Mhm.
Nature don't play that shit, fellas. Nature does not play that shit. Good afternoon. Nature's
You know
don't
what?
yeah.
You know what? Mother's Day is not in the Bible. It's not in the Quran. It's not in the Torah. It's not in the Tao. It's not in ancient Kemet. It's nowhere. Mother's Day didn't come about until 1908. It wasn't even a holiday to 1914. You know what I mean?
Yes. It's a distraction, fellas, to give you transmit all your wealth for her to act a goddamn fool. Pay her to be bad once a fucking year. That's what
Mhm.
this shit is about. I used to do the stupid shit. Go out here and buy my mama and them some. Oh, I'm gonna buy my mama a rose. I bought them some fake purses one goddamn time, and I want my goddamn money back for $100 more knockoff ass purses.
Right.
You hear me? I want all my goddamn money back from this bullshit because I was lied to. Okay, and I don't appreciate that, and I'm not gonna take that shit well. You hear me? Yeah, it's all about the money. Women don't. I'm gonna tell you why these feminine stores ain't going out of business because women don't want to pay for shit. That's why, and especially for Mother's Day, that's another handicap day for a bitch. You know what I mean? Mother's Day is a handicap holiday for a bitch that's able-bodied.
Mhm.
Okay, it's all about emotions and feelings, fellas. They want you to feed to this emotions and feeling shit so you can come out your pocket and feel bad. Let me hit you with some more shit.
Hit him with some
They,
shit.
they had you out here feeling bad that you had to go buy your mama something, right? That's a fucking voodoo curse on your ass. I'm here to tell you. You didn't have to, because I'm gonna tell you something. A woman will find a way. Now you ain't with your baby mama now. She got somewhere to stay now, don't she?
Mm-hmm.
She'll figure that shit out.
Yes.
She'll find some way to get some money if she ain't have your money. This shit is to drag you down the drain and make you play on emotion so you can kill yourself, so your arteries can harden up, so she can argue with you and shit, having you drinking cold water when we ain't supposed to be drinking no cold water. We supposed to be drinking temperature room water. You hear me? My woman tried to run that I'm mad game on me. You know what I told her? I don't give a shit. You will figure it out. Ain't a such thing as love, fellas, on Mother's Day. Okay? Because I'm gonna tell y'all something. You were brought here alone and you gonna die alone. So you be happy. You go buy yourself some on Mother's Day. You hear me? You the mothers. Happy Mother's Day to everybody in this goddamn chat room, god damn it. Because we gave birth to look, we put life in this world. We carry life every day. So we the real motherfucking mothers. We have life in our balls. You hear me?
The life and the light.
Yes, they don't. They ain't nothing but a damn cocoon. What a cocoon do? It look good when it first giving that birth, right? But after it withers up and get dried up, that's what she is. What's up? Ain't we dropping these jewels down on you today? And we gonna look.
Bling.
We gonna come with a video. Check this out. On Mother's Day, let me check. Let me tell y'all something. Let me tell y'all something on Mother's Day. We're gonna talk about this marriage shit. You ready for this?
Hit them with it.
The real way of marriage in this country, the father is supposed to pay for the wedding. Your ass ain't supposed to pay for nothing but your tuxedo and your fucking ring. And her father is supposed to pass her over to you, and he's supposed to give you a diary and pay for her to be married. Do you know that?
Mm-hmm.
Look it up. The black culture is the only culture that judge a nasty female off her coochie and marry her, but you had other cultures doing it too. Now the Caucasian culture is getting the end of the stick because they just found out that chivalry is dead.
Yes.
What's up? So my message to this little story, I'm telling you, don't mess with no broad who ain't got shit and ain't come from an ain't shit family. That's a no-no. You always want to get somebody who has something that's gonna make you build. Because I'm gonna tell you something, a woman, your mother, is put here to help you build. Because at the beginning of the Bible, it said a woman is a help mate. So she's supposed to be helping you build your wealth and your empire. You know what I mean? It's a lot of people ain't gonna agree with it, but I don't care. Go be a homosexual, go be a beta male, and take the end of that fucking. You know what I mean? This channel is for the real people who want to get on with their life and be happy because it ain't a such thing as love. It's all about fear, discipline. That's it. Those are the only two things that matters. Fear, discipline, and obedience. Those are the only thing that matters in this world right now. Now, my brother, do you have something to say?
Man, I just want to say, how are y'all going to be celebrating? Let me speak about these mothers that keep getting this tax-free money every month. How they going to celebrate Mother's Day when they incompetent and they can't even hustle, take care of their child? Why they got, you know what I'm saying? You going to celebrate a woman who's hustling you for money? No. You know what I'm saying? Because I know some of y'all baby mom out there is like, you ain't gonna wish me happy Mother's Day. You ain't gonna give me nothing. No, bitch, you stealing from me. You know what I'm saying? You ain't no good mother. You know what I'm saying? Real mothers don't steal from the other parent. No, no. You get what I'm saying? That's disobedience. You know what I'm saying? You don't rob the household. It's
Yes,
stupid. You know what I'm
yes,
saying? Because you ain't hurting nobody else but the child. You know what I'm saying? Because you greedy for yourself. You know what I'm saying? You know what? if there was good mothers out there, you know what I'm saying, going with this child support shit, how come they don't petition the court to make you, you know what I'm saying, be in the child's life? How come they don't petition the court to give you equal custody? How come they don't petition the court to give you your rights as a father? Why they always got to petition the court to take it away from you? And they want to celebrate Mother's Day? Fuck no. Any motherfucking bitch out there who's receiving child support right now, fuck you. You don't deserve to be celebrating Mother's Day. You know what I'm saying? You don't. You don't. Because you're a thief, you're raunchy, you know what I mean? You're diabolical. You know, I mean, you're just a negative energy. That's why the Bible says, and if you read in Genesis, the woman don't have a soul. The man has a soul. God breathed his breath into the man. And then woman came from him, the Adam. You get what I'm saying? Man is soul. For all my Moorish kin out there, you know what I'm saying? Man is soul. Man is spirit. I'm sorry, man is spirit. You know what I'm saying? The woman is soul. Soul means nothing but breath. I mean wind. You know what I'm saying? We're the spirit. I mean, y'all need to start unleashing that God force, man. No, ain't no Mother's Day. You know what I'm saying? Go ask for a present. Bitch, you stealing money, thousands of dollars a month, tax-free money. You know what I mean? Come on now. Look, over here, you can't manipulate us on that bullshit. I'm sorry. I'm
Thank
sorry.
Thank you, fellas. And then let's drop some jewels on y'all. Check this out, fellas. A bitch will always find a way to get some type of resources with or without you.
Thank you. The
So
fuck
it
me
ain't
to fuck with you for?
exactly. So if she gave a nigga before you the pussy for free, why she gonna charge you for it?
Thank you.
I'm
She
just
give it
saying,
away for free when she wants that dick, don't she?
look, let me tell you something. All you need to get a woman, a bad bitch, is a blunt and a glass of wine or a beer. That's all you
Or
need.
or a 34-inch horsetail.
Yes, or a horsetail, aka weave. You know what I mean? So we finna go on smash the gas on this next topic. What's the next topic, fellas?
What we got on here?
What's the next topic? Are you going to work for pussy?
Ooh.
Are you going to work for pussy? Are you going to work for yourself, fellas? You know what I mean? You need to be going to work for yourself.
Yeah.
Okay, this is what y'all need to ask yourself. I wrote some notes down. Take some notes. All right. Are you operating off the promise of the pussy?
I'm sorry,
Huh?
man. Go ahead.
Spread this. Are you operating off the promise of pussy? Huh? Are you working hard for the pussy? Huh? Are you? Check this out. I'm gonna hit y'all with something. Ooh, this gonna be. Check this out. Say if you pay $1,000 a month for child support, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you and the bitch was together, was you spending $1,000 on the child? So why the fuck you gonna do the dumbass shit now?
Thank
Do that makes any sense? Huh?
you. Not whatsoever.
So you didn't have to pay for something that was free, that was already yours, that was designed yours. Fella, this pussy was designed for you for free.
Free.
You hear me? You didn't have to pay for that. If you wasn't paid for it then, why you gonna pay for it now when she gone? Think about that.
Giving y'all something to think about.
Now she getting a check, right? Think about that. Dude, all my problems, let me tell y'all something. I'm gonna talk about me now. My experience through the child support shit. All my problems came because I allowed a woman to get inside of my heart with a fake thing called love. And that's how I got caught up with the bullshit. Okay. I did that. Nobody else did it. I can't blame nobody else. You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
I made that decision saying I'm gonna use love as a transmitting utility to have a family when God ordained it in the beginning of the Bible that she was my helpmate and she was supposed to be obedient to me. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Now I don't have to pay no more child support. I don't have to pay nothing. I'm not on child support. No, because the relationship is gone. It's dead. Okay. So she got the children somewhere else, brainwashing the children, telling them how your daddy don't care because he not giving you no money and me no money for acting a fool. Bitch, please. Please. I don't owe them shit. And you don't, outside your house, fellas, you don't owe them nothing. You've been lied to. Tax-free money going down the drain, everything. Think about all the money you could have, all the things you could have did with that money right now. How many investments you could have made? How many houses you could have bought? How many truck companies you could have did right now? But it's not too late.
Not too late.
Get that pussy. It's the pussy shit out of there because that ain't nothing. That's just the prerequisite of your life whenever you want to beat it up. It's here for the punishing. Okay. You ain't supposed to put it on a pedestal. She is supposed to put your ass on a pedestal.
Right.
You know what I mean? Real talk. She's supposed to help you build. You ought to build the Bob. I mean, the Bob the Builder, excuse me. When you need that hammer and the nail, she's supposed to bring it to you. You ought to protect her. You know what I mean? Let me add JC on here. Hold on, wait a minute. I invited him on here, and he gonna tell you his story about his so-called family, how she portrayed him, and his life got better when he got rid of that shit. You know what I mean? Yeah. Marriage ain't bad, fellas, but she gotta be obedient, and her father gotta pay you to marry her. That's
Yeah.
the only way you know it's real. It's not real if you do it on your own. If you try to force a marriage and you pay for it, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
No, don't be tricked by this pussy, man. It's an illusion, fellas. Now
That's
you
right.
shouldn't be depressed, my brother. You good. As long as you got a trade in different skills, like I keep saying and repeating, you good. You want to add on, my brother?
It's like this. If you making $5 and they taking three from you, you go and find you another hustle. You know what I'm saying? To make that three look like 50 cents. You get what I'm saying? So basically, you need to find you. I mean, it's most important you find you like a side hustle, a business that you own. You know what I'm saying? All that's doing is just pushing you to have your own shit. But there's certain ways you got to do it where they can't fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you got to get into the private realm because they can only fuck with you really when you're social. But yeah, man. I mean, there's things you can do. It's just gonna take a life change for you to do it. You got to be willing to change what you already have and get something new. You know what I'm saying? Because you might as well say they pretty much fucked you. I mean, and most of you are in this predicament. You might as well say, well, they done fucked me in this life. Well, I'm gonna make me a new one while I'm still alive. Pretty much how
Preach
you
it.
got to think.
Preach it, brother.
You know
JC.
what I'm saying?
JC.
Yes, what's up? What's going on, everyone?
Tell him
What's
what
up,
happened.
brother?
Tell him what happened. What made you go red pill? Tell these fellas what made you go red pill. What you told me last night.
I told you a lot of things last night, man. But one of the things I think that made me go red pill is that what is it? Oh man, I went through a lot of shit with the baby mama, right? And and money wise. But one of the things that really made me go red pill, if you want to call it red pill, it's you're gonna live alone, bro. I mean, you're born alone, man. Right? When you realize that you're born alone and that the next, your destination is to die alone, that's when you start realizing that you have to live your life for yourself. There's no tomorrow. Tomorrow's not promised to you. So you start living for today. That's what made me go red pill. And uh, another thing, right? Uh, I think I was talking to you about what is it, the stock market, and I think we went over like government and a lot and like stuff that's going on with society, right?
Mm-hmm.
People are not paying attention to that stuff, man. And so, like we're talking about right now, like the topics, for instance, paying for pussy, paying overtime. Are you spending overtime to try to pay for pussy? Come on, that's a that's a distraction. That's a distraction for you to live today, right now, to the fullest. To be putting your mind, your energy into things that are productive for yourself. Okay, I know earlier you were covering the part about marriage, and I think you and I had a conversation about where my granddaddy, right? He paid for a bunch of weddings because the father's got to pay for the wedding of the woman because
Prove
she
it.
wants a wedding, not a marriage.
Right.
She
Thank
wants a
you.
wedding.
Say that again. Say it
She
again,
wants
brother.
a wedding, not a marriage.
Thank you.
Okay, that's something women are, they are taught through society. Hey, you're gonna have your wedding. You're gonna grow up, find Prince Charming, and he's gonna give you that one day. So what happens after that one day? So when you realize that one day is over with her, that's when your fucking hell starts, because you were not living for today. You were living for tomorrow, hoping that tomorrow was gonna come, in hope, instead of realizing that tomorrow's not promised to you. So this thing where, oh, love this, love that, love the woman, hey, a lot of us maybe went through that shit, but that's what made us go red pill, to realize, wait a minute, how am I saying that I love somebody when I don't love myself? I'm fooling myself. And that's why we end up in this fucking predicament. Now, I don't pay child support because I don't volunteer to pay child support. I hear a lot of people that say, well, I got to put in the overtime so I can pay, child support. Otherwise, I'm not going to make it for this week, et cetera, et cetera. That's kind of sad. A woman, she can be left by herself and she'll figure out a way to get resources because she has that, what is it, that the wisdom of the goddamn serpent. She knows how to use the snaky shit to get resources. We
Hmm.
are builders as men. So we're supposed to use that, that serpent, which is the female, to to help us build, not to fucking love her, worship her. Anybody who's teaching out there that you gotta worship the golden vagina is teaching you
Ah,
to basically to it's teaching you to dig your own grave. It's like you're gonna go back into a pussy that you didn't even come out of. We're talking about Mother's Day. You only came out of one pussy that what is it, that was used as your cocoon for you to, what is it, to grow for 9 months to come out and basically see the light. Like, I'm gonna give you a secret, guys. Uh, the good book in Genesis, it says that God, the spirit. It doesn't even say God. It says the spirit of God
mm,
was in the middle of the abyss, and everything was out of order, and there was darkness in the abyss, and the spirit was going around in the midst of the waters. Those
mm.
waters. What happens when before you're born? The woman's water ruptures.
Right.
So that's the waters that the spirit of God is in. So who am I talking about? So let's see if anybody gets it in the chat, right? What I'm talking about. So the point I'm trying to make. Let me give you the other part of it. So then he said, "Let there be light." So close your eyes, and what do you see? If you see light, you're lying. You see darkness. Open your eyes, and you see light. And there you go. That's life. That's that one day that you're living for.
Right.
So I gave you a dose of red pill. Hopefully you take it and stop paying child support. What is it? You stop congratulating this woman for being disobedient. You know,
Man, tell them
it's yeah. Go ahead.
tell them about when you said when you left your family. I mean, not your family, you left your baby mama.
Oh, bro, when I left the whole thing, somebody else can have that problem, man. Somebody else can have that headache. I got other more important things to do. I'm 33, man. I'm just getting finer and finer, and that's the
Tell
way
me
you gotta look at it, fellas.
now. Tell the fellas up in here, fellas. Y'all listen up. Tell the fellas up in here. What did she tell you that after you leave?
Oh, about the when she said nobody's going to take me seriously because I have these babies. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, exactly, fellas. Listen to this, man. And I mean, I don't know if you're around with a woman or being around, like I know you're here because child support, but I mean, if your baby mama, hey, I don't know if you ever did this. I've always done it, or any female that tries to disrespect me, right? Like, for instance, the baby mama was in my house and she'll take advice from somebody else. It's like, wait a minute, this is my fucking house, man. You know, so I'll open the fucking doors. Like, who said what? Oh, my sister said this. My dad said that. Okay, go with your sister. Go with your dad. We don't need you here. I had like my offspring sitting there on the couch, and they'll be playing like they'll be ignoring mom and dad. Oh, they're probably having tension, and then they're probably gonna go fuck afterwards. That's probably what the kid's mind's going through. I don't know. They're children, so they probably didn't know at that time. But the point I'm trying to make here, fellas, is females bring another idea besides the one that the besides that's different than yours. That female don't need to be around you. She will betray you. Okay, so put her out the door, and if she says, "Well, I'm just gonna leave you," can I help you back? Those are the words that need to be coming out of your mouth.
Can I help you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you want me to help
Get
you
like
back?
customer service on their ass.
Yeah,
Can I
it's like,
help
hey,
you?
yeah, I'm giving you assistance. Don't worry, you know
And when you do that, I did what he was talking about. When you do that, they'll
what
get mad.
happened? What
They
happens when you do that?
She got mad, dude, and I
And then what
took
happens?
and then she tried to stay,
And then later on, what did she do? Apologize.
apologized.
And she
Hey,
pouted
All
like a
that
little
bluff.
girl. She pouted and then she purred like a little kitty later on.
fellas, let me tell y'all something. A woman has the best deception in this world. She'll cry and pout just to get what she want out of you because she know where your soft spot. But when you come to the dark side, take you a red pill, a black pill, you see through all that shit. Like, okay, go in here and fix my food. I don't give a fuck what you going through.
Hmm.
Fellas, mean people live longer, nice beta males who have a heart for the woman. You die and she gonna go fucking suck some more dick.
Oh yeah, another thing, fellas. I mean, think about it. You're paying child support, and earlier it was brought up in this conversation that she's over there giving herself up for free to some other fella. I mean, doesn't that ring a bell in your brain to like, hey, wake the fuck up? I mean, if this doesn't get you going and say, hey, man, I'm gonna start working on myself, get the resources I need, get this headache off of me as quickly as possible so I can move on with my life. At the end of the day, I got so many babies in my nutsack that I can always go deposit somewhere else in other fertile soil, another vagina, another womb, better waters where I'll have better offspring. They're not gonna fucking just, be disobedient. There's not gonna be a disobedient, piece of soil, piece of ass, a woman, a woman, wah 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 wah.
Right, right. Look, y'all, he just dropped the truth, man. You know what I mean? Because I'm gonna tell y'all something. Work for yourself. When you get your money, your paycheck, work for yourself. Stop dwelling on, oh man, they taking this and that. Hit us up. We can help you with other shit. You know what I mean? We can help you with other avenues. Y'all need to learn the stock market. Look at the stock market. You know what I mean? Start getting what you want. Stop spending all your money on this hoe. And then who the fuck spends $1,000 on a child?
And here's the thing: stop stop telling that you own the business. You're supposed to be incognito. Stop putting your face on logos. Stop putting your name in titles. Stop telling everybody you own a business. You know what I'm saying? Lay back. Let that stuff work. Because when you do that, and if she finds out, she's gonna go back and tell her little friends that you own the business and you are able to manipulate the money and blah blah blah. I read court cases on this, so y'all need to stop saying, "Hey, I got my own business, Your Honor," or to her, or you know what I'm saying. Just say,
Validation.
"Hey,
In other
yeah,
words, stop fucking bragging. You're not a
yes,
woman. You don't need to be
right,
trying to seek validation. You don't need a title. Your title is to be a man. That's it. Everything else is irrelevant. Look, fellas, I live with one motto, and this motto, came to me when I finally, hey, let the state have that problem. This happened to me in 2015. What is it? 5 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago, right? She just basically, you know, I, one day I just woke up and I said, man, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna live, love, and enjoy my life. You know why? Because everything else is optional. That's
mhm,
it, fellas. There you go. Write it down. Put that shit somewhere in a calendar. Remind yourself of that every day, and watch your world change. I'm gonna give you another secret. I'm gonna give you this secret for free, and then later on, you're gonna start realizing that yes, you can come up with the fucking money, you can come up with donations, you can come up with everything else to what is it to make your life better, to finally put this child support shit behind you and all that. It's plain and simple. You have a full-time job, right? The one that they're fucking, taking the money that you volunteered to pay when you went to that court date. What is it? So that you have that job, then you should have two other part-time jobs besides this job that you're holding. If you have this fucking job, this job's not to be seriously. This is just a job that you just basically cash in to take care of your other two part-time jobs. If you came here prepared with a notebook and a pen, dude, I'm gonna give you the secret to wealth. And wealth is not money, okay? Wealth is how much time you can go without depending on and what is it on income, on cash flow coming in. That's what
Mhm.
wealth is. How wealthy
mhm,
are you is how long you can go without depending on money coming into your life. So here's the
yes,
secret. These are two part-time jobs you need to be having. After this, there shouldn't be no fucking excuse why you cannot come up with a solution to your problems with this child support shit. I did it. Didn't I do it, Wasil?
You goddamn sure did.
Okay.
right,
So and I don't make excuses. Hey, here's a little hundred. Here's this. Here's that. Because money's everywhere. Everyone can fucking have it. Money's nothing but a piece of paper and a tool that everybody else gives validation to. So because money's already got that validation, you don't need it. You don't care about that shit. So here's the other two part-time jobs you need to be having. So ready for this? You need to be investing in your fucking mind and your health, your body, your physique. That is your other part-time job you ought to have besides your full-time. And then here's the other part-time job: starting your own fucking hustle, your own business. So you can tell your boss one of these days after you cashed out of that fucking job, hey, fuck you, I'm out of here. Like, find yourself another slave. That
Yeah.
it shouldn't be a job for retiring. Look. So I'm gonna go ahead and tell you what I do. I've been a fucking manager since 2008, fellas. And what is it? One thing that made me swallow another fucking big red pill. I had elder people, right? Still trying to depend on their 401ks. They're trying to depend on Social Security retirement, their pensions, and all that fucking bullshit that the government and every other fucking codependent addiction, what is it, schemes out there, put out there for everybody, and everybody buys it. Oh, I want some of that government cheese. So they're waiting on that shit, right? And they're 70 years old and they're like, I put in 30 fucking years for this company. I had one employee tell me this shit. He's like, what? He was almost 70 years old. He's telling me, I put in about 30 years with this fucking company and I have gotten nothing in return. Motherfucker. Nobody told you to fucking waste your time investing in a fucking. Your time is valuable. Your time. That's why I say tomorrow is not promised to anyone. So I just gave you a lot of fucking secrets, guys. So this is this is where you need to realize when you fucking start bringing up like all this legal bullshit from all these other dudes that go online and they think they know it all because they got information from somebody else, information passed on That doesn't fucking work. I'm giving you shit that works because other people have given me this fucking information. That's why I am where I'm at right now, and I'm not even done. I still got a lot ahead of, in me, and that's the way you need to look at your own life. And you're like, well, what about the kids? I want to see my kids, man. You can always make some more. All right, you can always find another fucking woman. You fertilize her, and guess what? You'll have another one. So what?
Mm-hmm.
What's up?
Well, that being said, fellas, we moving on to legal jargon. This you, G Alice. You can tie it up. I'm all ears.
All right. Hey, I'm sending you an email right now. You're gonna enjoy this.
Okay.
It's some powerful information. But yeah. Let's talk about this legal jargon. All right. First, let me certify what jargon is. Jargon is pretty much intelligible, unintelligent, incomprehensive, babbling, just freaking rambling, not making any sense type of language. And the reason why I'm saying this is a lot of y'all going to these courts, a lot of y'all submitting these paperwork. We see it. You think we don't, but we see it. But y'all talking about nothing. Let me tell you something. We told you court means games. If you don't know the rules, you can't play the game. A lot of y'all going into these courtrooms, you know what I'm saying, where the court has a basketball and y'all coming in with a tennis racket. And I'm going to tell you what I'm talking about. And this is what's making y'all look stupid. You
Yes.
can't go in court talking about I am the flesh and blood, living man, soul being. You know what? They'll put you in a straitjacket. You can't go into the court and say I'm a freaking scarecrow, straw man. You're going to be put in a straitjacket. You can't go into the courtroom and say I, upon my person, declare on this mount of Everest. You can't go in and say that shit. Okay, they'll put you in a straitjacket. You can't go in the fucking courtroom with a little tutu on, talking about you know what I'm saying? Well, the birth certificate is this, and then they gonna put you in a straitjacket. Here's the thing, and I'm gonna just sum it up for you. Okay, yes, there's a such thing as, I mean, you call it straw man, but it's called something else. I'm gonna let you look that up in Black Law's Dictionary, fourth and fifth edition. The original name is in there. Straw man is something they use to convert your mind away from what the truth is. But what the straw man is, let me use your language, it's a high political term that is used on the inside government. These courts do not deal with straw man. Okay? You're talking high government information. It's like you can't go in the courtroom talking about, what the FBI shit or CIA shit, whatever, you know what I'm saying? The case ain't got nothing to do with it. This legal jargon shit is not going to give you remedy. Anybody who's telling you or giving you paperwork or information to tell you go in there and start quoting all this case law that has nothing to do with you, all these statutes and codes that have nothing to do with you, you going in there talking about you. Look, let me tell you something. Stop going in there and telling the judge, Your Honor, are you practicing law from the bench? Well, fuck yeah, they're practicing law from the bench because they the judge or the magistrate. You know what I'm saying? Y'all need to look up what practicing law is. That's a sovereign citizen. There's no such thing as a sovereign citizen unless you make it real. And a lot of y'all are making this shit real. You know what I'm saying? Y'all giving life to the term sovereign citizen. You need to stop. And basically, sovereign citizen is a stupid name for stupid people. Of course it does. Of course it's an oxymoron. You can't be sovereign and a citizen of something. But this is their way of calling you crazy because y'all acting that way. So I'm gonna call y'all sovereign citizens. Going in there saying, let me tell you something. All this stuff y'all going in there talking in these courts, they already have a countermeasure for that. That sovereign citizens talk been around since the 60s, okay? And it wasn't made by African peoples, I'm going to tell you that. When y'all going there talking about notice to the principal is notice to the agent. Notice to the agent is notice. Yes, that is a contractual term, but when you go into these courts, they're going to look at it like legal jargon. And basically, they're going to hit you with a respondent superior. You know what I'm saying? What that means is the master is not liable for what the subordinate does. Okay, so y'all giving all these notices and stuff in these courtrooms, and they gonna hit you with a respondent superior to release themselves from liability.
We
If
got a
you,
brother.
what's that?
We got a brother asking a question. Can declaratory judgment get rid of child support?
Man, let me tell you something. You tell us what declaratory judgment is. You tell us what that is, because if you could tell us what that is, it would give you your answer. Look, look, anything people are giving you, you know what I'm saying, to tell you to go back to court and say, research it. See, y'all lazy, you become, you know what I'm saying, incompetent because you're desperate. When you rush, errors happen. When you get on here and just go to anybody, you know what I'm saying, and get anybody's services, I don't care who you go to. I really don't. I'm just trying to look out for you. Research what the hell they giving you. What the hell are they telling you? Because here's the thing. Before you get somebody services, you got to hear them talk. If they ain't saying, you know what I'm saying, if they don't sound right, their shit ain't going to be right. You know what I'm saying? You need you need to study before you go to anybody. Study as much as you can. It's not hard to find. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the stuff we bring y'all, we study. We'll take a word. Me and Wasil will find out a word. We'll be like, hey, I just found this word, and it means this. What we'll do is we'll Google it. We'll look into law books. We'll look up court cases to see if we can find that word. And once we find that word, we can define it and see how the courts use that word. I guarantee you, if you look up court cases and search for the word living man or any of those other sovereign citizen terms, you'll see that the court does not like you. The federal courts do not like you. These people, you know, even if some of them know the truth, it does not apply in the courtroom because that's not the type of game or venue that you play the games. Okay? That is not. Now, declaratory judgment, a complaint for declaration of rights in the controversy. Man, it's called a complaint. See, you're just using fancy words. You know what I'm saying? Just stop with the fancy words.
Oh
I mean, you
man.
don't need it. All you need to do is state a claim. You know what happened to you? You know, stop with these mandamuses. Stop with these freaking. You don't look. Leave it alone. You know what I'm saying? Just say what happened to you, and you good. So this legal jargon, and we see it all the time, and people wonder why they get laughed at in court. People wonder why they don't get responses back. I guarantee you that 80% of what you find on the internet and on YouTube, you know what I'm saying, it deals with some sovereign citizen language. And yes, a sovereign citizen is now a constructed real term because I keep giving it life. I keep giving it life. You can't go into these courts with political arguments. Politics will not be argued in the court. Birth certificate, politics. Social Security, depending on what you're yelling at, and 9 out of 10, what you're yelling, it's politics. Okay? When you're yelling high governmental stuff in these courts, they don't deal with that. They don't deal with it. You know what I'm saying? Stick with your contract, stick with your constitution. Y'all need to stop this jargon shit. Hey, it doesn't affect me none. It really don't. But it's annoying to see it. You know what I'm saying? It's like sitting there watching somebody picking in their nose all day and fixing your food. That's how annoying it is to me. You get what I'm saying? I'm just looking at y'all like, for real, motherfucker? You know what I'm saying? No glove, no, really? You know, so I'm going to need y'all to think. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to need y'all to unleash that God force intelligence. Okay? Men are the gods. I'm going to need y'all to act like it. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to need you to stop being complacent, to stop being lazy. I'm going to need y'all to start reading. Seriously, I'm going to need y'all to start researching what people are telling you. So far, you can research what we are saying here, and we give y'all true information. If somebody's giving you outdated information, no, let me back up. If somebody's giving you information that they're showing everybody else on the internet, I guarantee you that is already a countermeasure for that. I guarantee you. If someone's giving you the same paperwork are the same legal arguments as everybody else, you're dooming yourself.
And
You know what
then,
I'm saying?
and then, if the motherfucker say the lawyer said you need to get my paperwork,
Look, let me tell you something. And we heard this. If a lawyer I mean, look, you know what? The, I'm gonna leave that alone. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even gonna say nothing about that. But
No, let me
what I
comment on
need,
that. Let
yeah,
me comment
comment
on
on
that.
that, please. Go ahead.
Okay, so when somebody tells you, when like for instance, somebody tells you, "Hey man, you got something I like," think about it. If they're telling you that they like it, they know that you like that fucking validation, and they know that your shit sucks. So they're basically just giving you the validation. Yeah, I want you to keep bringing that shit because that's how I'm gonna keep screwing you over with that bullshit
Yes.
that you keep bringing into my table. That's why I wanted to comment on that. Don't let it go. So these guys, I mean,
Here's,
you got 16 people in here, so they know what time it is. So that way they
here's what I
keep it
want
simple,
y'all
they
to do.
keep it real.
Here's what I want y'all to do. I want everybody in this chat room. I want you to Google sovereign citizen language or sovereign citizen claims. Or I want you to Google specifically what do the courts think about sovereign citizens. I want you to jump on the other side of the court system and get what they think about sovereign citizens and what type of language they look for. If anybody's giving you any kind of remedy that includes any of that language, stay away from them. They already waiting for you. And people to this very day are paying all this money to these cats, giving them this information. You know what I'm saying? And let me tell you something. See, I listen to some elders. I listen to Phil Valentine. I listen to Bobby Hemmett. You know what I'm saying? I listen to them cats. And man, they make you think. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna need y'all to think. This is a spiritual warfare. You know what I'm saying? Operating in the physical.
that's
And
right.
you need to stop falling for the bamboozle. What about the sovereign citizens? Does that mean what? Well, what about sovereign states? Man, look, stay away. Look, legal jargon. I am a state sovereign. Okay, are you? You can't be sovereign. Let me tell you how my brother, Dr. Phil Valentine, says. He put it like this: you cannot be sovereign if you do not have land. If you do not have land, you are not sovereign. You follow? So anyone giving you that I'm sovereign upon the land and and no, they're gonna laugh at you. You are a prisoner of war, and you're gonna stay that way until the tables turn. You can exit out of the system all you want, but as long as you're a walking person, they can apprehend you and kidnap you. You
Yep.
understand? See, I'm gonna need y'all to come back down to reality. Back to reality. You know what I'm saying? Because I see a lot of emotionalism being spread around here and not enough critical thinking.
Thank you.
I'm gonna need y'all to do some critical thinking.
Let me add on that. That under the rock shit that you don't need your social security number and all that, nigga, that's a gift that was given to you, and you supposed to keep that number private at all times. You know what I
All
mean?
times.
And I'm gonna tell you private from who? Your baby mama or no woman you meet ain't supposed to know none of that. That's what niggas got fucked up with. You know what I mean?
Here's the
Hey,
thing: your social security and your name. If you have any name that you have that's attached to a social security is private. You better look. If you meet a chick, you better go by another name. And you know what I'm saying? And as a matter of fact, it's okay to have a social. There's nothing wrong with it. Just make sure you don't put your assets into that social security, meaning, don't invest with that number. Get you an EIN number or a TIN number. That is what's used for working, not your social. Your social is not used for being an employee. Get a TIN number, a tax identification number, or an EIN number. You go an employee identification number, employee identification number. Your social is not an employee identification number. It's a social number. which means everybody shares it. There's one pot, everybody shares out of that pot. But what happens is everybody can't share out of it because the government shares out of it. When you give your social, there's a form that these companies can fill out, these corporations can fill out to tap into your social. So when you give them your social, you are consenting for them to traffic money out of that account. Do you follow? So anything with social in it means to share. Child support does not work, you know what I'm saying, if you're not into the social construct. It does
Yeah,
not work. As soon as you look, let me tell you something. As soon as you get a petition to show up for child support, quit your job. You know what I'm saying? Change your social. Change your social immediately. Because once they start looking for you and got your social and the data, change your social.
that's why they call the so Title 4D, the social.
Yes, it's
That
an attack on that account.
yeah, that's what they did. Look, the Title 4D agency or is your enemy.
Yes.
Well, not your enemy. It's your trust enemy. Okay,
Yeah.
and for all these fucking booger niggas out here who love their baby mama, love getting fucked over. You know what I mean? Telling a bitch all they business and promising these whole shit. These the niggas that's the main ones complaining out here. You know what I mean? No.
Oh, and
Hell,
another thing, when you do sign up for a TIN or EIN number, it will ask you for a social. Do not give them a social. Tell them you don't have a social. Because what is going to happen is every time someone look up at social is going to find your EIN number, which is going to be linked to whatever business corporation that you have. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us, especially my Moors kin, we know, and even my Hebrews out there, we know we change our name away from that construct. We go by Bays and L's. You know what I'm saying? And if you're Hebrew, you go by Yisrael or whatever. But we exit out of that name construct. You know what I'm saying? And it makes it easier to do new business in your new name because your old name has been hijacked. It's a slave name. Your social can be changed as a Social Security office. Um, that's where you change it at. They won't do it online for security purposes. But if they are stealing money from you and you go and change that social, they're gonna put the people on alert, and then they go try to come after you. Because there was a recent news article me and Wasil was reading where a guy changed his social and they
I
try to
did I did a video
yeah,
on
yeah, there's a video on it. Yeah, check it out. Wasil did a video on it where he changed his social. They got pissed and tried to charge him with some criminal action. You know what I'm saying? Because they could no longer track him. But it was his right to change his social. But hey, the social is not really yours if you read your card. You're just a custodian of it, being responsible for what goes in it. You know what I mean? There are forms that you can fill out to exempt yourself from the social on religious CP.
you hit the mute button, my brother, or you been muted or something.
Um, Stop getting rid of your religion. Stop it. Your religion is your protection, especially under Islam. I don't care if you like it or not. Under Islam, they can't control it. You can claim exemption from a lot of these things, even the social, under religious exemption. Now, why would they give you a form that you can claim exemption through religion on the Social Security? Because that number is the number of the beast. So if they got a form to claim exemption from that on the grounds of religion, that tells you the social is the number of the beast. That's how the beast keeps track of all his followers and keep people attached to it is through that number, because that number is attached to one central money draining, life draining pot that they drain from you. You know what I mean? So Islam, you know what I mean? Ourself, law and master. They can't control that. So, and back to this legal jargon. And the reason why I'm tying this into the legal jargon is because a lot of you are saying stuff that your mind don't really understand. If your mind understood what jargon is, you understand that you're talking like you're from Babylon. You're babbling. They don't understand you. You sound crazy. That's pretty much what jargon means. Legal jargon, in the sense of unintelligible language, means that you're babbling. They don't understand you. You seem crazy to them. When you go on a court saying, I, the living man, blah, 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 blah. You know, remember Charlie Brown? They were like, wah, 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 wah. That's what you sound like to the judge and attorneys. They
Mm.
not schooled. Judges and attorneys are not schooled on political matters. They're schooled on internal legal doctrines. That's what they're schooled on. So when you go in with a political argument, because judges and attorneys, they do not get the same information that the president and the Congress get. Do you understand? You know what I mean? So you got to understand this. Yes, a lot of that stuff is true. Yes, we are chattel. Yes, we're in economic slavery. Yes, our name in all caps is denoted as improper and in the court. Yes, but that's political. It has no business in the court. The courtroom don't know what you're talking about. Okay? A lot of you will authenticate your birth certificate and put some legal jargon on there and send it to the Secretary of State and blah, blah, blah. Let me tell you something. That does not cancel that public exemption account. It doesn't cancel it. I don't care if you stamp copy it, put UCC on it, whatever. They don't. They just do that to entertain you. Listen to me. Y'all file that UCC just to entertain you. That does not cancel the bond and the debt that is traveling on that certificate. So when you put in that legal jargon, they're gonna be like, oh, okay, yeah. Trust me, that does not stop the cash flow, and you will not get a piece of it. I'm sorry to break it down to you like that. This comes from lots of research, digging deep. And like I said in a few other videos, I deal in cybersecurity, so I know how to dig for information.
Hey,
So
now.
we're trying to educate y'all and bring y'all the truth. Do you understand?
But you gotta accept that what it is. Like at first, when you gonna get off, this is how you get off child support. You start accepting your faults. Okay. You
Yes.
you start getting rid of those feelings and emotions. Okay. You start reading. Okay. How am I gonna get out of this situation that I put myself in? Because then nobody put yourself in. I give it to the child support gurus on here. You know what I mean? On YouTube, they trying to do their thing, and make no mistake about it. I'm not no guru. I am not no guru. Okay, I didn't just pick up some shit, start reading manuals, start listening to other people's straw man shit to do this shit. You know what I mean?
You know, let me say this. Since you brought it up, since you brought up all the child support gurus on YouTube, since you opened the door for me to slip and fall in, I'm gonna say some shit. Okay? So let me say something. You know, there's no hating over here. It's all truth. But I'm not gonna sugarcoat nothing. You know what I'm saying? To the main gurus, if you listening to me, I know what you're doing. I know how you do it. I know where you do it. I know where you get your information. I know how you get your information. Let me tell you something. What I need y'all to do, and I'm talking to the other gurus out there, I ain't gonna call no names, you know who you are, but it's the main ones. I need y'all to read. And I need y'all to not only read, but read beyond the internet. Beyond the internet. Because I research everything that y'all put up. I research everything y'all put up. And there's one cat who just into that straw man stuff who's really going to mislead y'all. Stay away from him. You know what I'm saying? He still might have his dreads. I don't know. But stay away from him. There's two other ones on here. I'm talking to you. Let me get to the one of them, the tricky one. Okay? You can't help people and at the same time tell people don't come at you with their problems and not want to talk to you. If you are truly wanting to help somebody, you got to sit there and listen to them and you know what I'm saying? Because you can't give your paperwork. I don't care if it's thousands of paperwork. You cannot give your paperwork to somebody without guiding them, you know what I'm saying, and making sure that paperwork fits their situation. You know what I'm saying? Justice is blind, but we are not. Okay? You cannot give people blind paperwork and tell them have at it. You know what I'm saying? And then disable your comments because you don't want to hear the feedback. We
Hey,
hear the feedback.
hey,
Okay?
I don't disable no. Hey, that's one thing I don't do. We don't do over here at Shamstoppers. We not gonna disable no comments. If I know you sound stupid or retarded, if anybody sounds stupid or retarded, I'm gonna delete it because I ain't got time to argue with a whine man, or I'm gonna sit and embarrass you if I have a bad day. If I have a bad day, I'm gonna embarrass you. I'm gonna chastise you like no other. You know what I mean? And um, yeah, this is better than the NBA playoffs. God damn it.
But
Um,
wait, I ain't done. I ain't
okay,
done scolding these motherfuckers. I ain't done.
okay, my bad.
Let me get back to a little tricky. Okay? Stop. Look, man. Stop. Stop it. Stop because you're not helping nobody. Now, yeah, you putting up the time to get online and research all this stuff, but I don't think you understand how to apply it. Because when I see your videos and you bringing all this information out, I'm like, okay, all right, it's information. But then you give people this paperwork that get them in trouble. And you know what happens? When I pull up court cases, I see people with your paperwork. They'll be in one state across the globe, but their paperwork will mention another state. Now I'm like, I know who they got this from. It all because all the paperwork comes from freaking New York. You know, everything's about New York. Now look, do your thing, but do it right. If you look, you can't tell people come to you for help if you're not willing to help them. It takes time, patience. See here at Sham Stoppers, we always pick up the phone. We always answer emails. We stick with the people through the long run. We don't just say, all right, goodbye. You're on your own, Junior. We don't say that. People, look, there's people we talk to that have been talking to us for like over a year. You know what I'm saying? They'll come back to the like, hey, yeah, thank you. You know what I'm saying? Once we give people remedy, they stick around and we still talk. Like JC, you know what I'm saying? JC been around for a while. You know what I mean? He didn't leave. We didn't say, oh, JC, we're done talking to you. Don't email us no more. We didn't say that. You get what I'm saying? So look, if you're gonna help people, help people. Yeah, I know you're retired from public safety. I used to work in public safety too, but I worked in the other part where I actually saved people. I didn't like infringe on people's constitutional rights. I put people in a confinement. You get what I'm saying? But anyway, back to the other guru. Let me talk to you. This is the main one. This is the main. He's been on here for a long time, and hey, I'm not gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? I learned some information from the brother. But what I want this brother to do in particular is update the information. You know what I'm saying? I've seen court cases with your paperwork that has that jargon that I was talking about. Stop it. I've seen judges' opinions where it specifically said the person of interest, the family of is not the person of interest in this case. You cannot, I can't, I can't even, brothers, look,
Oh
I'm not
man,
even gonna laugh.
sorry,
I'm not even gonna
but
laugh because, look, we as men, when we are powerful until we get ignorant. Okay. I want this brother. I ain't gonna call it names because I ain't about snitching name calling. But what I'm saying is, read your court cases. The judges will tell you. The judges will give you gems in their opinion. Read
Yeah,
your court cases. See, the
yeah.
problem is these brothers are not reading their court cases that people are going through. See, here in Sham Stoppers here, if we help you and you end up in the court system, we're gonna monitor your shit. We're monitoring your shit and we're seeing the progress. You know what I'm saying? We're like the coaches on the sideline for you. We don't just give you something and be like, all right, good luck. No. Once you enter that courtroom, we are on the sideline monitoring everything that happens. And we're guiding you that way. But the other brothers, I don't think you're reading what the courts are telling y'all. You know what I'm saying? And your paperwork's not hard to find in the court system because it's the same. And it's not hard to get on Pacer or wherever, Westlaw, and just look up the family of and know whose paperwork that is. Okay? The family of is not, now, if you're going to change your name, you need to X-rail it. Okay? Like I said, you're going in these courtrooms making up your own rules, wondering why you're getting laughed at, wondering why your stuff is dismissed. And update your shit. Okay? Now, the manual, the federal manual of child support, there are some still relevant information in there. However, what you don't understand is each state is given its own way to operate its program away from the federal manual. Okay? So you got to understand that we see I see these meetings they have. I hear about these meetings they have. You just got to know somebody from the inside. They update their shit. They update their acronyms, their language. They update it. So when you go in there with the legal jargon, talking about, yeah, Title 4D is this, and your states are under a contract, and you are receiving 66% on the federal funding, guess what they're going to say? And?
Yeah.
No, listen to me. Listen to me. Listen. They're going to look at you and say, and? How are
Yeah, because
you
they're waiting for
bothered by it?
for what's next.
Right. They're going to say, and how are you bothered by it? If you're giving
Right.
somebody paperwork where the caption is just fucked up, and then you go into all these legal conclusions. If you don't know what legal conclusion is, that's a homework. Google legal conclusions, please, family. Google legal conclusions, and you'll see what I'm talking about. You can't go in here with legal conclusions telling them what they already know. You can't tell them about themselves. You can only tell them about you. Remember that. It's only about you. Tell them about you and how you was hurt by whatever. Not you guys you're operating as a business. No, you guys are not constitutional. You guys, okay. They go like, and? So what is your claim?
Right.
So I'm telling you all this to help you. And I'm talking to those, I already exited out the one, the little guy, whatever. I'm talking to the two main ones. Because there ain't no hating over here. Ain't no hating. Okay? It's just the effort that you put in. You're not helping nobody when you're telling people don't email you, don't call you. People need help. People need help. You're not helping nobody by taking $200 something from them and giving them $1,000 affidavits that you just put together. You don't even know if it works.
Thank you. So, let me recap on that a little bit, right? On the Federal Manual of Child Support, that you said that every state has, they're gonna enact it in a different way. They're gonna create their own scheme in order to enforce it, or to make the scheme, go viral. So okay. So you have the federal. So let me put it in another different term, and hopefully we I can get you guys on this side and open your thinking caps a little bit more, and expand into it. And this will basically give you more options as to why Shamstoppers is giving you basically everything you need to know to free yourself. So here's another like there's another chapter, the OSHA chapter, right? So let's say OSHA on their 20 CFR, yada yada, and you have all this fucking legal jargon that goes into the federal manual of what is it, of Occupational Safety and Health Administration, which is OSHA. So uh, you develop all those so-called laws, basically put into effect by the federal government, the executive branch of the federal government, Department of OSHA. So now, does that mean that every fucking company in every other state is gonna go exactly by what OSHA says? No, it's the Federal Manual for Safety and Health Regulations, but does not mean that every company has to follow exactly to the letter, what's written like that. They grab that manual and they use it to create their own standards, their own company policies. So do the states. They also have their own application for company policies for employees. The same thing happens with the Federal Manual of Child Support with the states. Some of them have the county, some of them have certain departments that basically, like the Attorney General. Some of them have, what is it? I think the Attorney General. I don't know. I know about the county and the Attorney General. Those are the only two I know about in several states, how they enact the Federal Manual of Child Support to enact schemes, right? So what I'm getting at is there's no such thing as one thing fixes all. So that's why brother Kish here, he's saying that he can just pull up a piece of paperwork, and he knows where it's coming from, because they're trying to do one thing fixes all, all the problems. That's bullshit. So I mean, it's not about hate. It's about open your thinking caps, and what is it? And start questioning everything. That's why these guys are telling you, go research your stuff. Every word that you find, one simple word makes a difference about its meaning, because it may mean one thing in one dictionary, but if you pick up another dictionary, it means something else. That's what they're talking about, the venues and the different courts and the different jurisdictions. When you go into one fucking court and you show up with trying to set up a bunch of standards, a bunch of what is it, the one set of terminology, one set of words, right, into that court, but it doesn't apply to that court because you don't know the court rules of that court. So that's basically what these brothers are telling you. So I just wanted to expand on that. I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I just wanted to expand on that so that way these guys get it.
No, you're good. You're good. And let me say this real quick, just real quick. If any of them gurus out there, because that's their favorite word, if y'all want to discuss something, you know how to reach. You know how to reach on the line. You don't know how to reach on the line? I tell you how to reach on the line. 512-663-3815. Or hey, we answer the emails. Wasilkamilbey at gmail.com or walkingempire@gmail.com. You won't get at me directly, but you can find me. Seriously. With
Yeah,
that being said,
yeah, y'all spread the word. Um, we're gonna take some calls, man. Y'all want to call? Y'all got a chance to call. Anybody got a call in? Got a question?
yeah, go ahead. Let's call. Let's get some calls in.
512-663-3815. What's up? You know what I mean? Hey, I won't bite. I can't bite you through the phone. I can't kiss you through the phone.
No, we
Okay.
ain't doing that homo shit.
But y'all want to call, air out on your chest, you know what I mean? If not, if not, um, you know,
Seriously, fellas, call in. Like if you really have a question, for instance, I see all these comments when you're throwing out there. You had a couple of questions, right? So and see, it's the same thing as texting. Let me put it this way, right? So I want to say, I don't want to say I'm a player, nothing like that, but you know, whenever I meet a chick, out in the street, on and about, right? And she starts fucking texting me, I ignore that shit, because on texting it's just like words on a piece of paper. You really do not get the true message on that piece of paper where it's coming from. That's why when you show up with a piece of paper and it's coming out of your mouth, now you get a feel of the true message that you're trying to relay and the questions that you have. So yeah, you're commenting over here, but now they're giving you the opportunity to call in, ask a question, don't be shy. I mean, at the end of the day, that's what this is all about.
Hey, put the info in the chat room. Somebody said they don't have a pencil to write it down. Pan Eater. Pan Eater said, "Can paternity be disestablished in a federal action?" No. And the reason why is, let me explain to you how the child support works. Okay, child support is contracted. The state is contracted with the federal, but the federal gives the state broad discretion in how it operates its program. So that's why I said, hey, you can read the federal manual all you want, but the states have its own way and is given discretion on how to operate how it wants to. It's like the secretary of the cabinet or the family health, whatever, has to set out a plan, an action plan for the state to follow. Then he submits it to the federal for the federal to approve. Now, every year, 2 years, they update their protocols, and they're pretty much unconstitutional. I'm not going to lie. So what happens is when you go to federal court is used to get remedy from the individuals themselves. You can't get it from the agency, but you can get it from the individuals themselves. Okay, that is suing them
somebody,
for the
somebody
actual
call me.
damage. Okay.
Shamstoppers.
Yeah, Wasil.
Yeah, what's up?
How you doing? It's Gerald, man, the guy from Canada, the one that told you you should do your own podcast. I love it, brother. I love it. I love it. I love it. I do have
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the question is, listen, man. If I was listening to something about the slave surveillance number, that's what I want to know. Because if I come out of this plantation in Canada, which they full of, they full of it too. So when I come back, should I get a IN number, an N number, and play this game the best way I can?
Can you what now? Repeat that again. I was reading the comment.
Well, listen, I heard something earlier when you guys were talking about the Social Security number, which it is your slave surveillance number. People are now becoming aware of what this number is. And you talked about that the N number, the IN number. Is that a better number to deal with instead of the slave number?
Yeah.
Okay. You just answered my question. Thank you, bro. I don't think that me being in Canada, I can apply for it. So in person, I would have to do all of this in person. Am I correct?
It depends. You can, you cannot. However you want to do it, my brother. It's a million ways to skin a cat. You know what I mean?
Cool. Gotcha. And I got the knife to skin that cat. Loving your show. Say it again. I'm glad you're doing this. I think you guys should do this every day if you got the time. Next call. Appreciate you, brother.
All right, you're welcome. All right, you welcome. All right, peace. Y'all see that? Man called in. You know what I mean?
Hey, Latanya, hit up that email you just posted.
Hey, man, you have not because you asked not. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
You have not because you asked not. But
right.
Be careful what kind. Now, I ain't going to answer all your shit now. You know what I mean?
Real quick, Panty Eater, federal courts, if it's an issue that the state has to handle, the federal courts will remand it back to the state. And if the state can't fix it, then it goes up higher from there. But the states are always given discretion to fix their shit. But you have to exhaust your administrative remedies. That's it. And Latanya, she said she's on child support. She's a female. Her aunt put her on it. She's lost. Don't make sense. Okay, so I'm taking it that the auntie has the children, and she put you on child support. That's what I'm getting at. But the problem is the aunt had to get them children based off a claim she made against you. So the aunt would have to show that you're incompetent or whatever to raise those children, to get those children from you. So we don't know what your story is, but email Wasilkamilbey@gmail.com is right there.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, people. Look. Stop telling your business to people who ain't gonna. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you a story. It's a dude by the name of John Joe Gary, whatever. I showed JC's this the other day. His woman said, the reporter asked his woman, his wife, he said, "Do you stand behind your husband?" You know what she told the reporter?
No.
She said, "No, I don't stand behind him. I stand beside him. Because if somebody's standing behind you, they can stab you in the back. Okay, I don't want nobody standing behind me."
For real.
You hear me?
Wow.
So just to put some common sense, because we only deal with common sense over here. We don't do with that. Oh, this word sounds so good, and oh yeah, she's supposed to say it like that, and no. When people start talking to you in circles like that, they full of shit.
Right.
Because I hit a nigga with simplicity quick. Is it like this or is it like that? You know what I mean? So yeah, man. But yeah, man, we about to turn off, man. We've been on this mug. We've been going on. Appreciate you, brothers in the chat room. Giving y'all some more. We got some more shit coming for y'all this week. Don't let this rest on you on deaf ears. You know what I mean? Don't let this fall on deaf ears. You know what I mean? Look, we the only successful motherfuckers on this motherfucker. I don't care who don't like it. Because you know why? I'm not on child support. and I whooped my first baby mama ass, and the second one ain't getting nothing. You know why? I'm not obligated to none of that. You know what I mean? So yeah, y'all hit that like button. We're gonna do some call-ins next time. I gotta get ready. I gotta do some more reading. Peace to all y'all.
Yes,
All
yes.
right, fellas.
Hey, when's the
Sunday
next
fun day.
podcast? What's today? Sunday. When's the next one? Let me
Titty, Titty Tuesday.
Titty Tuesday. Hold on. Let me check. Yep. Let's do it Tuesday. That is May 14th. May 14th. And here's what I'm gonna do. All right, here's what I'm gonna do. Let me look. Let me look in my library here. I'm gonna go to the bookstore. And I'm gonna get a book. All right. And this book is gonna help somebody. You know what I'm saying? With their writing. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna start doing some giveaways. I'm gonna start giving away some knowledge. All right, we're gonna start promoting y'all to read.
And get you one person that you can depend on.
Yes.
That's gonna stand beside you through this process.
Not behind you.
Because when you're doing this, this thing my brother dropped to y'all. So y'all have a good night. And we'll holler at you Tuesday.
Peace, shalom, Islam, or Dadaro. You know what I'm saying? Hotep, Shem Hotep, whatever language you speak.
Adios. Adios.
All righty, adios, people.
Peace.
Au revoir. Buona sera.